Hey guys, we are here with Nanny Announcements. We're just waiting for her to log in to the Instagram. She's here on Facebook and YouTube. So let's see. I don't know why I'm nervous today. I don't know what's going on, guys. Honestly. Oh God. Let's see. There she is. Yeah, let's get her in. She requested. Perfect. Let's see if it comes up because it's just giving us problems today. Yay! Finally! Technical difficulties.
We did it.
Oh, thank you for your patience. You're just the most patient person ever. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much
I'm looking for my laptop.
Today.
It's okay. I'm just happy to recognize you. So let's do a good intro, okay? Because guys, I'm sweating, yeah? I'm stressed. Okay, guys, welcome to the Instagram Live. Today we are recognizing Ashley from Nanny Announcements. She's amazing. She knows I love her to pieces. And I've been meaning to get her on this platform for a while, okay? So she's here today. If you've got any questions, make sure you put them in the question box. If you put them in the comments, I won't read them because it's going to move up and I don't have time to be scrolling, okay? So, excuse me, because my earring keeps... Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, you know your earring keeps... Good, cute earring.
I know. But I can hear it on the mic and I don't want it to come back like or scratchy. So, Ashley, tell them they know who you are, but just, people might not know you. So tell them who you are, where you're from. Tell us a bit about how you started and where you're at now, yeah?
Okay. Well, hey guys, I'm Ashley. I am the founder and the creator of Nanny Announcements. We are a business that's here to help your business. We promote and announce all things happening in the nanny industry, from like events to business owners to newborn care specialists to everything. I've been a nanny for about 3.5 years. I'm working on my 4 years now. I started in San Diego, California. I moved from Kansas City, which is where I'm from. I moved there about 3 years ago to become a nanny. I was a nanny I started actually with my family members, which is my aunt. And then I worked my way up to like 3 families. And now y'all know we working and grinding. I was in California for about 3 years. And I just recently moved to Las Vegas, in February. So I've been a nanny out here. I'm working on this, my second family I have out here so far. And, we thriving and thriving and booming. Yeah. We also, we'll kind of go back to like nanny announcements. But yeah, it's kind of like me. I'm a nanny. Yeah. I'm a personal assistant right now too. So I kind of got a new role right now, which is, I'm loving it. The change definitely was needed for me. So that I'm really liking that. And kind of back to like nanny announcements. Yeah, we just started a YouTube channel too, guys. So if you haven't yet subscribed, the link is in my bio.
Subscribe.
Please go subscribe for us. It's a nanny it's called Nanny News, where we'll be sharing the juiciest, the bad, the ugly, the good of this industry. There's some stories out there that are like crazy, and like I know some of y'all have not heard, so I try to share that. But yeah, that's kind of about me. Like I've been a nanny. I love it. I love being a nanny. I just love the connections we make as with the families, like just the everlasting love. You just know you're making an impact, and I just love that feeling. That's kind of about me, but I'm just loving where I'm at right now. This personal assistant life is definitely where
what is it that you're enjoying? Tell us a bit more about this common role. What is it that you're enjoying so much about the nanny and the PA?
I think well, first of all, my first nanny positions were with like toddler. I've been working with toddlers for like pretty much my whole career, kind of, and this position was a personal assistant, and then also as a nanny, but it was like with the older child. So I was like, okay, like let me go into the interviews and see what this is all about, and like see if I can handle the responsibilities, because I was like, this is definitely a change, but I kind of knew I needed to change because the time was getting to me. I was tired. I couldn't do that.
How many did you have? Tell them how many toddlers you had.
Sometimes three. Some days I had 3-year-olds, and some days I just had 2. Some days I had 1. So between 3 to 2 to 1. So yeah, it was a lot. 1 to 3, girl. I had a lot of kids. It seemed like, I mean, little mini daycare. I feel like.
Yeah, literally. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, and so I was tired all the time, and it's like moving all of the time with those toddlers, like, oh my God. So it kind of took a toll on me, and so by moving, I kind of wanted to do a different position, kind of do something different, but I still want to be nanny, obviously. So I got this agency offered me this, told me about this, family, went for the interviews, and it just turned out to be really good. Like right now, I have an 11-year-old, and I just do the personal assistant life, which I'm kind of running errands, making schedules, making appointments, taking appointments.
That is you.
Like,
that is all you.
You know what I mean? That's just me. And I was like, wait, this is, you can do this? I was like, oh yeah, this is me. So I'm
and you get the combination.
The combination of having the older child and like the responsibilities are different. So like my responsibilities are different. So it's not like I'm using, like I don't have as much energy I'm using every day, you guys, which helps because then I'm able to use my energy towards other things, which I wasn't being able to do early. So that's why I knew I needed to change. So that's another reason why I kind of moved to Vegas, so I could just get a completely change of all. So
absolutely. But you know what? You were doing so well, even being able to like look after 3 toddlers and still doing nanny announcements. I felt like you were doing really well. So you probably did it, but on the outside, it looked like you were doing a lot.
I was tired. I was good, but I was just pushing and pushing and pushing, and so it was just getting up on me. And I was like, I can't do this. I have to like take a step back for a second, reevaluate everything, figure out how I can, switch some things around so I can do the things I want to do, and that's what I had to do. And now we're back.
Absolutely.
Booming.
Good. I love that. You can prioritize your self-care. Absolutely. You can prioritize your self-care with the job that you have now. Has your hours changed? Is it long days still? Is it short days?
No. So my hours definitely have changed. I work more in the afternoon. So I was getting up y'all like crack of dawn. Like sometimes I had to be at work at like 6:30 because I had like nurses. Like one of my family was a nurse. So like I was getting up at 6:30. Right now, I don't go to work until 1 and like work until like the evenings, which is really nice. So I have like all my mornings to myself, and sometimes I have my evenings. Like I'm a night owl, so
me too.
Night better. So
same.
Some days I'm up till like 2 a.m. in the morning, and now I don't have to get up at 6 in the morning. So it's like it helps. Like I can get up at 8 now in the morning and I get some of my rest. So it's just I'm loving it. That's what I'm saying. I'm loving this schedule, this change, and it's going good for me. Real good.
Cool. So what made you want to start Nanny Announcements?
Ooh, so it's so crazy kind of how I started Nanny Announcements. I was in nap time, guys, one day, and I was going on these lives like left and right. Like people were going, having these lives, and at the end of the live or the beginning of the live, they were always announced like all their events that were either happening or taking place. And me, I was trying to get involved with the industry, so I was writing them down, like trying to write down real quick, like, oh my gosh, like they got so much going on. And I was like, some days I'm like, like who has what times, what days? Like, cause everybody is everywhere. You're in the UK and I'm all the way on the, on the West Coast right now. So we're like thousands of miles away. So I wanted to come up with something, like it just dawned on me. I was like, there needs to be something out there where people can just come to a page and know exactly what's going on, because that's what I was looking for. And there wasn't something out there at that time. So I was like, well, maybe I could do it. And so I was like, you know what? Nanny Announcements. It just literally dawned on me like a nap time. I promise you. And that's another reason why too, like it just spread upon me. And I didn't think it was going to like take off or people were going to like the idea as much. It's a good idea.
Such a good idea.
Yeah. And so I didn't think people were going to like that idea. So it took off and I was like, what? And I wasn't prepared. Like I wasn't anywhere in the mindset of like being like, I wanted to announce, but you have to be in the mindset of like, announce, like finding the businesses and putting that effort into it. And at the time I was in it, but I wasn't like 100% into it either. So that was another reason why we took a break too, like just to figure out like where we were going. But that's kind of how I started, like nap time and just like watching other people's lives. I just like saw that they had so much going on. I was like, well, you know what, let me be the page that people know what's popping. They can just come to my page. And they just know like, okay, this business is selling this business is doing this, or this giveaway, there's this event, like. And that's just what I kind of came up with. And we're
Yeah.
just
Do you
rocking
find
and
it
rolling with
difficult?
it.
Yeah, you're doing
Yeah.
really, really well. But I've always wondered, do you find it difficult to keep up with everything?
Girl, it's beyond difficult. People think it's easy. Like, I may portray that it's easy, but it's difficult. You guys have no idea. I'm on my phone
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I
there's a
like you
lot.
have to like going through social media because not everybody. For one, we're still getting our name out there, so not everybody knows to either tag us or to tell us about it either. So, and that's
Yeah.
okay because that's all about becoming entrepreneurs, building your business. So we're building our business right now, but also trying to promote as well. So yeah, like it's difficult, like especially this week, Nanny announced like National Recognition Week. Like, first of all, happy National Recognition Week, my nannies.
Recognition week, yeah.
Like, yes. But this week was hard just because there's so much going on, and I'm the type of person like I just don't I feel bad when I leave a business out or like I didn't know about it. I'm like, oh man, like I'm hard on
Yeah.
myself. So
No, don't
and I
be.
know it's like physically impossible to announce everything that's going on because there's
Yeah.
millions of us out here and there's only one of me. So, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why I'm kind of like constantly asking like your help, like the help, like, and people to try to use me because I'm a business that's just I'm a promotional page. So like some people don't feel
Yeah.
like posting. Like I'm like, well, just send it over to me. I'll make a post real quick and post it for
Yeah.
you. Like, and that's kind
Yeah.
of like that's what I'm trying to like still work on and build our name out there. Is like we are just here to help you like promote your business. And and if you have like an event, please tag us, like, or put like
Yeah.
sometimes I use the hashtag nanny events. I'll see people use that hashtag. That's
Yeah.
another that would be great. So
All right,
like
I'll start
I
using
think
that then because I haven't been using that, but I will start using that now just to
yeah,
help
because
you out.
sometimes it just will help, like, yeah, so I know, like, oh, she's got event, and you don't have to tag me, but if you put that hashtag, because sometimes I'll use like I'll go into Nanny Life and I'll or just I'll use the hashtags to find people's businesses or events.
Yeah.
And we just like, yeah, I'm on my phone all the time. Like yesterday, I was on the phone pretty much all day, like just like finding an event. Like that's why we didn't make our post until late at night because we was people was just boom like posting. I was like, God, like, I was like, this is so much.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, we gonna have to make this post. And I know we forgot some people, and we truly just sorry, but like all week we're just gonna it's a process, and that's another thing like we're still trying to work on is how we can I'm still trying to work on how I can manage it so it's not as difficult as I want it to, as it is. It's not difficult, but as time consuming as I want it to be right now. So
have you thought about trust me, it's the worst and the best.
It's a work in progress.
It's the worst and the best. Absolutely. Absolutely. Have you ever thought about hiring like maybe junior nannies or other people that could help you, that could probably scout it, and then you might then do less in the business but still oversee? Have you thought about that?
No, 100% all the time.
Okay.
No, I don't do all the time. I think I'm just not where I want to be for my like nanny, where I'm at right for myself, like my goal to get there. I'm not there to like have the help because I need help, but I don't.
You are. Why can't you do volunteers? Why can't you get people to volunteer?
That you're right. That's a good idea.
Because if they volunteer, it's work experience, plus it's helping out, plus they're learning to network, plus they're building a good relationship with you, you're very well known in the nanny industry. So it's like a win-win. So maybe you target like junior nannies that might want to,
I like
go
that
into
idea.
my business mind. Do you know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Yeah, because you know what, that's a good idea. Because that's what. Because I would love. My dream, right? Like my dream is obviously to have a team, and we in here doing this thing together because it has to be a team in order to make it where like my dream I have it where it's like like this is the bit page. But that's we're working on it. And plus we're building our name too. So we're trying to build a platform, followers and stuff, because that's another reason how people promote. Like when you see you have a lot of followers, they're like, oh yeah, let me send this to her. She got a big platform. So that's why we're just we're working on our name to keep going out there, introducing us to businesses, everything. So it's like I have a couple steps before I feel like I'm like I can handle like sending a schedule out, like this is what I need help with, and but I love that idea. I'm gonna keep that in mind because I'm definitely gonna do that. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Guys, go and follow the Nanny Announcements right now. Come off the live, go follow it, come back. Okay. I was gonna say to you as well, I want to take it back a little bit, like learn a bit more about like you as a person. You said you grew up in
there you go. Yes, Kansas City. Yeah, you got it, girl. Yes.
What was that like? Because for me, when I hear Kansas, I just hear of Dorothy, click, 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 like Wizard of Oz. Yeah. That's what I think of. When
the Wizard of Oz,
that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Yeah. So what was that like growing up in Kansas City?
Yeah, I grew up in Kansas City, and like out here in the States, we call it Midwest because I'm kind of was in the middle of the state.
That's what
so like
say.
we have East Coast, West Coast,
Midwest.
Yeah,
because it's like is that like in the middle or like see I'm learning like Missouri now.
Yeah, it's like smack dab in the middle of the whole United States. So like all those states in the middle are called the Midwest, and then all the states on the coast are called the East Coast, and then other states on the
West Coast,
West Coast, yeah, and then Midwest.
No way.
Yeah,
learn something new every day.
Yeah, you see.
What do they mean? When they say DMV, what does that mean?
DMV. Oh, that's Dallas. DMV. That's like DMV. Oh no, DMV is like the DMV is the driving place.
Like I'm from the DM. No, they say I'm from the DMV. The DMV. I'm like, what's that? I don't know what that is. Is it like a state or
Dallas,
is it?
Isn't that Dallas? I don't know.
No, so American people. If you're on
Dallas
this,
or DC, but I don't think they call it
DMV
because Virginia.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maryland.
DMV.
Thank you,
what does that mean?
I'm like, what's that mean? DMV, Virginia. Okay, because I know I ain't gonna lie, y'all, because the airport, the airport in Dallas isn't it DMV or something. Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. Thank you, y'all. See, I'm not East Coast. I'm not trying to say I'm nothing about East Coast. I've never lived on that side, so I have no idea.
Oh, you're West Coast.
And that's well, that's all I know so far. Yeah. I've never lived on the East Coast, so I never knew that.
Wow.
Delaware, Maryland, Virginia.
Okay.
That's cool. We learn something new every day, girl.
Nanny Entrepreneur and Nanny Chats. Thank you for that. Because I was like, why do people say the DMV? What does that mean? So us English people, that makes no sense.
That makes sense. See, then you got your areas that have their own area. Yeah. But like the gist of like what we call each other is West Coast, Mid Coast. Yeah. But yeah, I love.
Sorry, I feel really bad because I've cut you off a little bit. Kansas City. No. What was it like growing up there?
So, it was fun. Like, well, it was fun and it wasn't fun. Like we had I don't know. Like it's hard to explain.
Was there racism?
Like. Yeah, like
okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
it has its time. So I went to a pretty dominant white school, let's just say that. And it was like it was one of the best schools, like kind of in the area. There was like some good areas that weren't so good and some areas that weren't.
Yeah.
And my parents wanted to, obviously, were able to afford us and, bless us with that type of life. So I went to a predominant white school, which kind of, which is fine. I'm mixed too. So I have, like my ways too. So, but I like, it's hard to explain. Like I went to college and I went to college in Springfield, which is it's like 3 hours away from Kansas City and it's in Missouri.
Wait, Springfield, like Simpsons.
Yeah. Like Springfield. Yeah. Springfield, Missouri. Yeah. And then down there, is racist. Like there was like Confederate flags happening and all like people it was racist. And it was racist in Kansas City too, because it's just a lot of violence happening. And it's a lot of hate on hate there too. So it's just Midwest it was fun to live in because that's where I grew up in, but I didn't want to stay there forever. Like,
I can tell because you like to travel. Like I have to always ask where you are in the world. Like, Ashley, where are you now? Because last time I checked, you were in San Diego. Then I saw you in some desert-looking place. I said, that looks like Vegas. You're like,
yeah, girl. I just
how did you get from there to there?
Yeah, I'm on the go. Like, since I was little, I knew I wasn't gonna stay in the Midwest for the rest of my life. I love that. I love like my hometown. Like, there's nothing like that's home. Like, I love that. But the energy there is just so blah. Like there's no pushed to like get out and do stuff. Like you look around, the trees are dead. There's land everywhere, cows, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's just not me. I'm not that. And so I was like, I visited. I had my aunt, and then we were living in California, so I lived there. Like we travel. Like my parents try to let us travel as much as they could with us. So every time we travel, I would just embrace like where we were going, and like I was like, oh yeah, like Kansas City's not it. And so for a long time, I'm not even gonna lie, like I thought I was gonna move to Florida, and then I don't know, I went to California one time and I was like fell in love with it. I was like, oh yeah, West Coast is me. Like I gotta go somewhere over here. And so I got an opportunity and jumped on it. But I like living in Kansas City, but it wasn't for me. But nothing wrong with it because that's my hometown. But it's just the vibe there. It's not good. There's a lot of hate it's like right now.
Everyone's.
It's just a lot of negativity.
It's like everyone's hometown.
And it's just like like my very big best advice to everybody is like move out of your hometown. Like just do it like for even if it's 6 months, a year, give yourself a year. But you learn so much and your eyes open up so much more when you don't live in your hometown that you're used to. Because you're used to living there. So you've seen everything, you know everything. But when you go out to a different town or even it could be 30 minutes away from where you're from, like it opens your eyes to a whole nother world. So
it actually does. It really does. It really, really does.
That's my advice.
Moving on. Yeah. So you said you started Nanny Announcement this year or last year?
Last year.
Last year. I knew that. Yeah, I just wanted you to say it.
Yeah.
Last year. What made you want to do it in the middle of a pandemic?
It made me do it because it was a need. Like we needed it. Like if anything, I knew that this business was gonna boom in the middle of the pandemic because people were because everything was online and we couldn't really see each other and people were online and they needed help figuring out where to go, like what people to see, what pages to go to. So I just was like, I knew it would be somewhat successful. So I just was like, let me just do it. And I just did it. Like I didn't really think. I didn't really think about these things when I was, started making Nanny Announcements. I just was like, Nanny Announcements. I really made an Instagram page. And I was like, I had no logo at the time I had no colors. No brand. Like I had nothing in my plan in my head. It's just, I was like, this is the idea. Let me just go out and do this real quick. And then bam, I started getting followers and people were like, what is this? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta take this. So I started coming up with the logo and why our name and why are we doing this? And so like I started stepping it up because I was like, oh yeah, this is it. Because I was asking God honestly to send me some because I'm going to be an entrepreneur. Like I was like, but I didn't know where my niche was, like how I can go to it because I'm childcare, but like my dream is to open like at the end of the year, like my ultimate dream is to open the daycare. Like I want to be a daycare owner. I know it's weird because I'm a nanny, but I have a passion.
No, it's not weird. It's not weird. Don't say that. It's not weird.
I don't know why. I just like daycare is just like I just have this vision.
You can do it.
It's just something different about daycare. I grew up. A lot of my work before I became a nanny was in daycare, and I just hated every single daycare I worked at. And I was like, I want to change that industry. But I moved into nannying. But it's okay. We're gonna tie these into together someday.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna figure out my way to do that.
Absolutely. You know who you need to talk to in regards to that? Angela, Ask the Nanny. She ran her daycare for many, many years with a lot of children.
I heard that one day on her live, and I was like, Donna, man.
That's who you need to talk to because she goes on about the fire drills that she did with the children and everything. So that's your plug. That's who you need to talk to. That's who you need to talk to because she did it for a long time
eventually,
and she's got the experience. So definitely. So where you're living now? Are you living by yourself? Are you living with a friend or?
Yeah, I have a roommate. I'm living with my friend.
Wait, hold on. Is it? Are you in the roommate?
It's a roommate. It is a male. Let's just say that. But that's a whole nother story, a whole nother line for a whole nother thing.
That's for offline. Okay, because I was like, ooh, is there someone in the background there? Like, what's going on? Like, oh yeah, this living with a roommate. Oh, but he's a man. Okay.
It's my roommate. But I do live with a male, which is the whole. I think that's a whole YouTube video of itself.
Yes, absolutely. I'm subscribed, so I will get the notification when that comes up. So guys, go and subscribe to Ashley's Nanny Announcement and Nanny News YouTube. And go and follow
Yes.
her on Instagram at Nanny Announcement. If you want to know anything that's going on in the industry, any events that's going on, any
Yes.
lives, any giveaways, anything to do with nannies and announcing and events, she is your girl, okay? Oh, she says, I love it. Thank you, Meeches. We love
I
you
know. I
too,
love.
very much
We love you
so.
too, Michi. Me
Actually,
too. I love
I wanna
it.
ask you a few fire questions, yeah?
Okay. All
So
right. Let's do
I'm
it.
gonna ask you a few questions and I want you to give me some really detailed, quick responses, yeah?
Okay.
And then we're gonna play a little bit of a game of this or that, yeah? Because I know
Okay.
you're like the queen of games and all that. If you guys didn't know, in the pandemic, Ashley really got us through, yeah, online with
Yeah.
her
I
events,
tried.
man. She was having like, and you know me, I'm
Fun
so competitive
nights.
because I won. You know, she was having game nights and everything. It
I
was so
did. We had game
amazing.
nights, wine
You need to
nights.
bring that back. You need to bring that
Yeah.
back
It's coming
because it
back.
was
Yeah. No, it's
nice.
coming. I
It was
told you.
so
Yeah, it's
nice.
got some things. Yeah, I
Yes,
liked it
it's
too.
coming
That's
back,
on.
and you were
I
so good
needed
at
that
it.
too. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I love those nights. They were
Yeah.
like those nights got me through everything. So
Literally, I stayed up to like 2 a.m. in the morning
I
here in the
know. I
UK.
know. I'd be like, Shawty, you on here, girl? You'd be like, yeah, girl, it's only 2 o'clock
Yeah,
in the morning. I'm like,
yeah,
dang. Like, yes, which I love that. I just love it. Yeah,
absolutely.
the support
I
is
just saw
always
a
nice.
comment. Shada is like the nanny Wendy Williams. Hell no! How you doing? Because I get all the tea, yeah, I get all the tea. Okay, I get it.
And
She
then
doesn't get it though. I be like,
I'm
how you
cracking up.
doing?
How you doing? That's hilarious.
How you doing? Oh God, no levels. Because you know what? I have an energy. When she said, I'm here with my roommate, I said, that ain't right here. Yeah, we'll go on about that.
Yeah, I
Will
know
be
your
for
face.
another
You were
day.
like, hold on. I'm like, oh, she
Anywho,
caught it. I said, she got it. I was like, oh man, I couldn't hide it. I couldn't hide it.
because I'm nosy.
Like,
Nothing passes me.
I said, oh man, that's hilarious. That's funny.
Come on.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was really funny. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I want you to just fire away with the answers. Okay.
Okay.
So what inspires you?
What inspires me? Just people's. What inspires me? Man, you fire me. Life, just like
Yeah.
just life in general, like just everything around me, and just people's energies and what people's positive. Like I gear towards positivity, so I just living off of people's successes and people's stories just drive me to become either a better person, and because and just learn from their mistakes and their challenges that they're going through, and try to either take those while I'm going through mine, or watch out for those and stuff. So I just embrace just life. Like I just inspired by life, like just live,
I love
try
that.
to live this best life you can. Live my best
Yeah,
life.
it's true. Literally, that is my motto.
Yeah, it's
Live
my
best
motto.
life
I
every
just
day.
YOLO too. Like I just do whatever makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like, and just it is what
Yeah.
it is. And whoever's behind me is behind me. And
I
who's
love
not,
that. One thing I admire about you, well, I admire a lot of things about you, but one of the things I admire the most about you is how much of a risk taker that you are. You're a big risk taker, and you don't lead with fear. Like that to me is like very courageous, and that's one of the things I love about you. Like just watching you, you're just like a fireball of energy, and you just do whatever the hell you want to do, and I love it. It's very inspiring to see.
Yeah, thank you.
So don't ever lose that don't ever lose that quality, because it makes you very unique. A lot of people lead with fear, and I love that you just get up and go and do what the hell you want. And for me, it's just a reminder that life is too short. And sometimes, what would Ashley do? Ashley will go on that trip. Do you know what I mean? Ashley will book that flight, and she'll go on that trip. So boom, I'm booking the flight.
There
you know what I mean? So
thank you. I appreciate
I really want to recognize you for that, because that's very inspiring.
Thank you.
Do you have a role model?
What's crazy is that I don't really have a role model. Like I said, I look up to a lot of people. Like I don't try to portray off of one person, because that one person, they just I don't know. I just can never relate to just one person. Like I can relate to so many, but I don't
Yeah.
like my role model. I guess would be God. Like I'm just trying to be,
Yeah.
I just look up to him, not him, but I just talk, rely on him a lot. So
Yeah.
that's just my role
Yeah.
model. But I don't, like,
Absolutely.
and you guys, like like everybody around, like my community is my role model, and
Yeah.
like people I look up
Yeah.
to, and like y'all's stories and your successes and your challenges and all those. Like I embrace those because like I learn from everybody's I just love learning, learning from people and just watching them
Yeah.
and learning those things. I mean, I think that's why I'm nanny too, because I just love watching. That ain't right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Literally.
yeah. But I just, my role models are you guys, I guess, because I just like watching you.
Yeah.
I just love embracing whatever you guys are doing. I just try to,
Yeah.
embrace it and learn from it. And I know you guys try to. I know some people are doing the same with me,
Absolutely.
but I'm learning from you guys.
Love you. Yeah, absolutely. We learn from each other, man. We learn from each other. So what made you want to I can't speak today. What made you want to become a nanny?
The closeness that you have. Like I said, I worked from daycare, so I went from working from 8 kids, 16 kids or 8 kids at a time, to 1 kid, 2 kids. And like I think the connection that I made, the closer bond like I made, and I feel like I was making more of an impact, like an impact on their life. And that's what I embraced as a nanny, is just knowing that I'm helping them, or succeed, allowing them to take the next step in their life, or making sure they're growing with me in their life. So I think having that one-on-one connection with a nanny is what I was wanting. And just a different atmosphere, like the opportunities you get as being a nanny too, opened my eyes to it too. And I was like, and then just the pay as well, coming from daycare to here, I was like, oh yeah, this is where I need to be in.
So different.
So yeah, that's kind of how I started.
So different. What would be one thing people would be shocked to know about you?
One thing people were shocked to know about me. I don't really know. Oh, that's funny. I don't really know. What is shocked to know about me? I don't. Oh, maybe I deal with y'all. I've been dealing with it. I have anxiety really bad. Like I don't know if people. A lot of people don't really know that about me, because I try to portray it. I'm positivity, but I have dealt with anxiety since I was 12. I had anxiety really bad when I was little. I had attacks, and then I started learning how to learn with it. And then I kind of moved, and COVID happened, and it brought it kind of back. So I just, I've been, anxiety is what people don't know, that I deal with it on a daily thing.
We really didn't know that, because I have anxiety as well. And I didn't know that feels like I'm seen, because it's a lot every day. Like it's a lot. But I've been very blessed. It really is. But I have been very blessed I did therapy and I did CBT to help with my anxiety. And it was life-changing for me. Life-changing. I still overthink, maybe because I'm just a Virgo, that's what we do. But I rein it in, and I know my triggers. I know, little things. And when I'm feeling anxious, I know sometimes I say, okay, am I feeling anxious, or is this the reality? I have to ask myself that, because sometimes my anxiety creates a reality that's not there. And it's like I'm telling myself this is what's happened, and it hasn't happened. I'm worrying about something that hasn't even happened. So my CBT was very good at handling that. So thank you for sharing that with us.
No, thank you. It's something that
is shocking, because I did not know that.
To be as our industry.
Absolutely.
So I deal with it on a daily basis, y'all.
Trust me, what's one of the things that you do for everyone?
Just making sure I make everyone just feel good about themselves, and laughing, and making sure they're positive about things. When they're a negative, it's my friends come to me about things that there's issues, I'm always just well, just trying to think of the positive out of it, and just trying to make them feel better about themselves. I'm always just making sure people feel good, because even though some days I might not feel good, I just like making sure other people know that you matter too, just as much as everybody else. So
that is very true. Very, very true.
Especially as nannies.
So I'm gonna ask you, what do you think you want to be recognized for? I got some good questions, isn't it?
You do, girl. What I think I'm gonna be recognized for is just like I said, just being that person, or like, that business that we're, like that are just helping you, like help you. Like I'm a helping hand. I'm a giver. Like I'm a giver to like all the way. Like I don't like, I never receive gifts. So like, I'm a giver. And like, I don't know. I just want to make sure, like, I just want to be recognized as like, the person that supports you. I was your supporter, even if you didn't feel like you had a lot of supporters, but know that, you at least had Ashley, like, you had one person, and just being that, that helping hand to people. And I just want to be, recognized as a good, sociable. I was the nanny that knew everything that was happening in the industry and knew everybody that was happening. So that's kind of how I want to be recognized. And just, being positive, like just living your best life that you could possibly live. So do whatever one makes you happy, no matter what. So
absolutely. What's one thing you can't live without?
I can't live without God and Jesus, but after that, candy. I love candy, y'all. I know that's crazy, but I can't, like, candy. I know it's really weird, but I took a break from candy, and I love candy so much. Like, I have a candy addiction. Like Skittles, Starburst. But yeah, I know that's weird, but I can't live without candy. But I just can't live without you guys either. Like everybody, like just the nanny industry. I just can't live without having, but my number one person I can't live with is God. I have to have that faith, because I can't get nowhere without that. So no matter what you believe in, or the universe, whatever you believe in, but you gotta believe in something to get you somewhere. So
absolutely. What advice would you give to a junior nanny that wants to kind of follow in your footsteps?
Just to don't let nothing stop. That's a good one. Just be you, and embrace this journey as being a nanny, and don't let nobody tell you that this isn't nothing, that can't be, because I got a lot of people behind me that don't understand what I'm doing, and I'm just doing it to show that, not to show people like this can be it. Because a lot of people don't think nannies is an industry, or they just don't understand it. So I'm like, don't let the negativity back you down on it. Right, exactly. When I get those looks, I'm like, oh man, even my closest
they
people,
change their mind when they hear the salaries. That's what annoys me the most.
And I'm like, you really want me to tell you what you can make and like what you can't? Yeah, and I'm like, not like, yeah. So I'm just like, don't let the negativity get the best of you. Like, just keep pushing and going forward and doing what makes you happy. And before you get into it, find what makes you happy though first, before you get into these families, because you got to figure out what you like about families, what you don't like, before you can just start nannying, because you can get into whole situations. But yeah, my advice to that is just don't let the negativity get the best of you.
Absolutely. That was very good advice. What would you say is your best quality and one of your strengths?
My best quality, being being a listening ear. Like, I'm always being there for people and like listening them for them. I think that's really it. Or maybe I don't know,
you're a good listener.
Yeah, like maybe like, yeah, I think that might be a good quality for me. Like I just like this, listening to people's stories, like I said, and just being there for them. Also, just making people smiling. I'm always good at laughing and just trying to get the get that out, get that weirdness or awkward, nervousness that you have out, and just be you. So yeah.
Absolutely. And what do you want to be remembered for? What do you want your legacy to be?
Just she lived her successful, she lived her life, and and I don't know, girl. This is like even pushing me to think about my own self, but like just things like, I don't know, just legacy. I just don't want to be people to remember me as like a bad person. I just want to be known as like the helping hand, the good friend and that good listener and always there for people, and just the positive, the life of the not the party, but the life of the your life, I guess, just like that person that you're like, Ashley just helped me so much, or she was just my supporter, kind of, supporter. Like, I don't know, just kind of me. Like, I just love supporting people and being there for them. So That's kind of like my legacy. I just don't want to be forgotten about. Just don't want to be forgotten. So I'm trying to make an impact.
But you will not
everywhere
be
I do, like,
at all.
Yeah, like nanny. Just in this industry, I just don't be forgotten that we try to announce as much as what's going on, just be that announcer and be that business that's helped other businesses that get started or get out there. Because I know how hard it is to get out there and get started. So
trust me, absolutely. You will not be forgotten. You are someone whose name has come up several times when people are talking in a positive light. So you don't have to worry about that. Anytime anyone has an event, I always hear Nanny like, oh, have you spoken to Ashley? Have you spoken to Ashley? So you are the go-to person for that type of thing. I want to just say thank you and just let you know the reason why I wanted to recognize you on here, because you're doing great stuff in the industry. When you first came online and I first started talking to you, you were just genuine, and you've just kept that genuineness since the first time I've met you. You've always been very supportive. I think you're an amazing nanny. I enjoyed watching you with the toddlers, and I'm so excited for this journey now, which is completely different to what you were doing before. Because as a nanny, I think it's so good to be diverse. I think it's so good to be versatile. I think it's good to challenge yourself and try new things. So even if you're a nanny that likes to specialize in the early years, still try and work with older children and get a feel of everything. And I feel like you're a prime example of that.
Thank you.
So
thank you.
I'm recognizing you today for being amazing.
I appreciate you.
And I want to play a game with you.
Thank you so much for doing that. And I thank you just for having me on and recognizing me. I really appreciate it. Like the support and all that does too. And I want to tell you congratulations on your award last night, girl. That's so exciting. Like I meant to tell you that before we even started. She's the social media nanny at the UK Awards, y'all. Let's get it. Yeah. I was so excited when I saw that. I was like, oh, look at her do her thing. That's so cool.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Really thank you. This is about me though. It's about you. Yeah. So it's not about me.
I know, but I had to make a little comment. I had to.
Yes, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's play a game because Ashley's like the queen of games. Yeah. And you might need to help me actually.
Yeah. Like 5 minutes left. I'm sorry. I gotta go to work soon.
No, it's fine.
So sorry,
yeah, absolutely. No, it's fine.
I gotta work in the one day I had a live, y'all. I gotta go in early. I was so excited. I was like, I gotta go in early. This I was like, dang it. So yeah, I got like a couple minutes before I can like get out the door. So
that's why I'm wrapping up. I was watching the time because I know you have to go. So let's go. Television series or movie?
Television series.
Delivery or sit down in a restaurant?
Sit down in the restaurant.
Okay. Board games or card games?
Ooh. Now that I'm older, now that I'm gotten older, card games.
Okay. Video games or books?
Ooh, video games. Never was a reader.
A car or a plane?
Ooh, plane. I like planes. But
bus or train?
Trains. I think trains are dope.
Summer or winter?
Oh, summer. All the way. Summer.
Yeah. Country or city?
City, girl. City.
Beach or mountains?
Beach.
And the most important question, pineapple on pizza or pineapple off pizza?
Ooh, I think pineapple off pizza, but I don't mind it when it's on it, but I prefer it off.
Okay.
I know your face, your face. Okay. But I don't mind. I know there are people that have it because people like, ugh, but I'll say pineapple on pizza or off pizza, but I'll eat it if it's on there.
Okay. I was gonna ask you morning or night, but I feel like you're gonna say night. And then I was gonna say toilet paper, over or under?
Oh, I think mine's over. I think mine's over. I don't have a preference, but I think I just do over automatically.
Okay. And last but not least, love. Well, actually, not last. These are two more. Love or money?
Oh, money. I'm sorry, but money. I love money. Money right now for my life would be money.
Absolutely. Single or in a relationship?
Single. I think it would be easier single.
Okay. And last but not least, toddlers or school age children?
Oh, I'll have to go with toddlers. They'll forever have my heart.
Good. Ashley, you've been amazing. Thank you so much for giving me your time.
Thank you so much.
I don't want to make you late for work. So
I appreciate
girl,
it. No,
go have a
thank you
good
so
time.
much.
And
No,
appreciate
thank
you. I
you.
love you so much. Thank you so
Love
much,
you too,
guys.
girl. I mean, one of
You
these days
did it.
we're meeting each other.
Absolutely, we have to. Like, they're lifting the ban soon, so hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Thank
We'll
you,
see each
everyone
other
that's
soon.
come
We're gonna
in.
speak it soon.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone that's come in. We love you
Thank
guys.
you. Oh,
Until
happy
next time,
Recognition
we
Week,
now
y'all.
have
It's our week.
yes,
Have a great week, everybody. Celebrate yourself. Do
absolutely,
something fun for yourself this week.
Just one announcement, nanny announcement.
Girl,
Tomorrow
yeah.
we have Carrie the nanny tomorrow at 3:30 EST and 8:30 UK time. So please tune in. If you have any questions, bring them for Carrie. Okay, we love you so much. Queen Nika, she's so pretty. Take care. See you later, guys. Bye.
See you later. Have a good day, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, Shada. Bye, girl.